Hey everybody, this is Brian back with Inspiring How You See That. We're the channel that talks about all different kinds of music and entertainment, and we interview some of your favorite artists. And today, you guys may recognize this young lady here. We have Elaina Arthur again.
It's so nice to be back. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. And we brought you back, guys. You guys may remember, we interviewed you, it's probably been, about 8-9 months or so?
Yeah, about a little less than a year.
But you've got some exciting stuff coming up. So actually, your debut album, 16, is coming out soon.
Yes. It's out on January 22nd. So it's
nice.
It's approaching soon, for sure.
Very cool. And as a matter of fact, you're going to have a release party for it, correct?
Yeah. That'll be at Tuck and Red's, which is a brewery in Yellow Springs, Ohio. And that'll be like a preview party, and I'll have a couple other bands opening, and it'll just be a super fun night, and that'll be the night before the album drops.
Very cool. Now, how long have you been working on this album?
Oh gosh, so the whole writing process was done between the ages of 15 and 16. And then I got in the studio in like March-ish of last year.
Okay.
So it's been a long process. I was sitting on the album for a really long time. It got done in we spent a lot of time making sure everything was perfect and making sure I liked the vocals and the production and everything. And so I've been sitting on it for a while, since August.
Nice. Now, I'm sure that you wrote a number of songs that didn't make the album. So what was your criteria? Kind of walk me through how you chose the songs that are on the album.
Yeah, so it was difficult because after writing this album, now I have the experience to kind of see all right, I'm gonna write 70 to 100 songs and then I'm gonna pick from them. But the pool from which I was picking was from the ages of 11 to 16, essentially. All of these songs, they were hundreds and hundreds. And so what I did was I played a lot for my friends, I played a lot for my family, I saw what were their favorites, and then I took out my favorites as well.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the most important things for me was the writing behind it. So if every single lyric was not perfect, then I was not going to put it on the album.
Nice. And that makes sense. I mean, that's your baby, so you want it to be perfect.
And the writing is always what music has been about for me, for sure.
Very cool. Now, not too long ago, you released Tinted Red.
I did,
You guys may remember, we did a What's New on it. Is that going to be on 16?
It will be.
Okay.
It will be. And then, super fun, the end of Tinted Red is actually the beginning of another song. So it has a sister song, and they flow into each other. So that's the first half of that pair. So I'm really excited for people to hear the second song that goes after it, which is After All.
Nice. And Tinted Red's awesome. If you haven't heard it,
Thank
we'll put the link. Yeah, I love that song. That was great.
Yeah, it's honestly one of my favorite singles I've released so far. It's really, I think my sound is really coming into itself in terms of what I want my music to be.
Sure. Now, you had mentioned that one has kind of a sister song that follows it.
Yeah.
Is there kind of an overarching theme to the album as a whole?
So one of the things that I wanted to talk about a lot in the album is how youth can play into feeling things very strongly. When you don't have experience and you don't have the life experience of somebody who's even 25.
Right.
So when you are feeling all of these things so strongly, and sometimes they're the first times you're feeling them, I wanted to be able to put those emotions into the track list and into every song.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, a lot of the songs on there have the word 16 in them. I think 3 or 4 of the songs, so.
Okay, so that's like an Easter egg. We got to check out as you're listening.
Yeah. If you can count all of them, that'll be a little challenge.
So put that down in the comments. When the album comes out, listen to the whole thing and put it down, and we'll pick a winner. And we won't give them anything. You get bragging rights.
We'll like your comment.
Yeah, exactly. She'll send you a message saying thank you.
Yeah, maybe a sticker?
See? There you go. Perfect. Now, going back to when we first met and we first did an interview, you had done, for Fifth Goodbye, you'd actually done a full music video.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking to do any music videos from any songs off this album?
So, after the album releases, I'm going to drop the music video for Tinted Red.
Okay.
So, I'll continue on with that process, and then there's a couple videographers in the area that I would love to work with. But after that Tinted Red video, we'll kind of see where everything's standing.
Nice. Now, where did you actually record this album at? We can give them a shout out.
I recorded it at Black Moon Studios. I recorded with Eunice Latif and Brian Ream, and they were incredible throughout the whole process. The past 2 songs that I've released with them, and I've enjoyed every single minute of it.
Nice. And that's here in Columbus?
Yeah, that's in Pataskala, so it's local to the Ohio area.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
Now, you were telling me before we started, you're actually going to be doing a couple shows out of town. So what's going on with that?
So I'm going to be doing 2 open mic shows, and those will be in the Tampa, Florida area. And then if you want to see me local to like the Ohio, Columbus region, Tuesday and Wednesday nights I'm in Yellow Springs, and those are at Peaches Grill and Tuckin' Reds. And then Thursdays and Fridays I normally do in Columbus.
Nice. So you're pretty busy to go
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
And you picked the right time because it's freezing cold right now, so going to Florida is perfect.
It is really nice. I'm excited. Seeing all of this snow has just made me more and more anxious to go.
Now, how did you get the opportunity to do that, to go down to Tampa and set that up?
So I'm a senior in high school still. So for my senior graduation present, everybody knows that I hate the winter, I hate the cold, and so they did like a little 4-day trip for me for like my senior present to go down to Florida. And I was like, well, this is a really cool time and opportunity to do shows outside of Columbus.
Yeah.
So I'm taking that to do 2 shows down there as well.
Nice. So a whole new fan set. I mean, people that probably haven't seen you before.
Putting those business cards out
There you go.
everywhere.
There you go. Make up some quick t-shirts.
Yeah. Stickers. Love my stickers.
Very cool. So we had talked earlier that you've got some other songs that you wrote. So have you already started the thought process of a follow-up album?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm in the writing process of my next album. Right now I'm sitting at about 90 songs that I'll have to pick through. I write a lot and I write quick. So I have recently learned the bass and I've recently learned piano within the past couple months. So this new album will definitely have a lot more experience and a lot more of a dynamic sound to it.
Nice. Now, what is your typical process when it comes to writing a song? I mean, do you start musically or do you start with the lyrics? Or
So normally what I do is I take my lyrics and then I choose if I want to do more of a guitar route or if I want to do more of like the keyboard piano route, and I kind of map out my chords. So if I decide I want my chord progression to be C, G, A minor, F, then I'll kind of start to put like, all right, I want my C to start here, I want my G to start here, and then I'll figure out the chords to it after I've already written out all of the lyrics.
Okay. So you write the lyrics and then kind of match the music to it. Very cool. So, you got the new album coming out.
I do.
You got some new shows coming out. What else is maybe you got planned for the near future?
I'm excited to open my merch shop. So I'll have t-shirts out, I'll have stickers out, and then I'll have like physical CD copies of the album, which will be really exciting.
Nice.
To see like my face on a CD.
Nice. So we'll make sure when you have the merch store open, we'll definitely share with everybody and get some of that out there for you.
Sounds good.
Very cool. So Elaina, thank you again for taking this time, and
of course.
It's awesome to see you again and awesome to see your career continue to grow. It's exciting.
I love being on this show. I love doing interviews. I love talking to you about it. So
perfect. Is there anything else you'd like to say to fans before we end?
I appreciate all of your support. I could not have done this album without you. I could not be making music without you. And if you want to listen to any more of my music, then you can find me on pretty much every streaming platform at Elaina Arthur.
Awesome. And you guys, I'm telling you, you've got to check her out. She's fantastic. An amazing singer-songwriter, even better person.
Thank you.
Blessed to call you a friend now, and it's been awesome.
Yeah.
So check her out. You're gonna love her, and we'll keep up with your career.
Awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you again, and thank you guys as always. Let us know what you think of Elaina's CD. Make sure you get a copy. Make sure you buy one. But we love you all. God bless, and rock on.